25,000 shares added by Chris Stewart. Actually, they were not technically added. They were exercised technically at the 56 cents conversion price. And I was a little confused when I first was looking at this, but it makes sense now that I actually did some digging. It's a code M here, which basically all it is he exercised 25,000 shares of common stock through this stock option, right? And we know that because not only is it a code M, which we're going to get into in a second, but it matches the exercise price right here, the conversion price. So that, and they are acquired, right? So we do know these were acquired shares. And if we go right here, right, this is the SEC insider transactions, yada yada, right? Exercise or conversion of derivative security received from the company, such as an option, that is your code M, and that's what both of these are, right? Code M. So this is very bullish. And before we go into there's not really much else to go into as far as details. That's pretty much it. But what are the implications and what happened earlier with the actual with the time and sales, with the insiders picking up literally 3.5 million shares if we can go down here enough. Okay, here you go right here. Absolute insanity, right? We've got insiders picking up literally 3 million shares right at the close, and then a little bit right after the close, actually. I think these guys actually got the news of this before we did, because just look at the timing, right? This insider transaction, this came out I think it came out like less than 30 minutes after the close. Let me see exactly when our first person got the email here. Okay, so 3:43, right? So 43 minutes after the close or less, that's when it was. Now the institutions here, if we go down here again, right? I lost it, but anyways, if we go down here, right? All these institutions got in right at the market close. There may be a chance that they already knew about this or not. Now I think they did, especially because in the after hours we've got no movement. We've gotten zero. Okay, it's straight barcoding, literally barcoding. So I think that this has already been priced in by the institutions, and of course it is insanely bullish. Now, I actually shouldn't even say insanely, just because most people don't care about Bionano's catalysts. Usually when we get a catalyst, we just down Titanic, down to the bottom of the dang ocean. That's what usually happens. Now, are we going to do that tomorrow? If inflation is bad, we will. You need to be prepared for tomorrow with the core inflation. We will go down to the bottom of the ocean if inflation is as bad as Peter Schiff thinks it's going to be short term. Now, even whatever, that's a whole Peter Schiff inflation. That's a whole other thing, right? But anyways, the implications, right? It's bullish. It's bullish, boys. It's insanely bullish. I mean, just look at the transaction dates here. Okay, shares changed, right? And don't worry about the minus here. Okay, this is literally just because this was the actual stock option, right? So he's exercising, getting 25,000 shares from that stock option. That's why it's a gain here and a minus there, right? So that's not actually selling. If you actually look at the awards here, everything is pluses. It's all plus. They're all, I mean, you have to scroll down you have to scroll way back to find any selling whatsoever. I mean, look, okay, this is the first one right here. I bet this is an option. It is. Okay, literally this is an option that Brooklyn Mark, the chief operating officer, literally he got shares through that option. So it's very hard to find any selling for Bionano, contrary to PacBio's insider transactions here. They have been on a selling spree. Look at this, man. Look at these sales. Look at these exercises here. I mean, you've got a ton of sales going on here, man, and they have had a history of insider selling for a while now. Look at the dates here. We're not even into January yet. This is still late February of this year. I mean, there's a lot of negative action going on for the insider transaction in PacBio. Maybe this is why our CEO hates PacBio so much, or at least doesn't like them that much, I should say. So it's good news. You know, I'm not really getting, I'm excited about this. No, I'm not going to lie. Now, I can barely talk right now because in the live stream we did at the market close, I was literally yelling and screaming and dying because the institutions bought 3.5 million shares on air, and I thought it was a joke, but it was actually real. So I'm tired right now, and I don't seem very energetic about this, but I am super excited about this. This is great news. There's no other way to say it. It's amazing news. Anytime you see an insider getting more shares, okay, regardless of how they get it, it's bullish. And the fact that he exercised the options, and this was not a 2018 incentive stock option reward, with the little one, right, the explanation of the responses, right, no, the shares vest full, right, this is just pertaining to the actual option itself here, right, not this, right. So he did get 25K shares added today, and he now owns 33K shares according to this right here. That is the CFO. We've also got ARK potentially investing. I don't want to spread false rumors. That's why I said potentially, probably not. I'm not expecting them to have invested in Bionano, but with the crazy with the crazy institutional, potentially institutional, or they could just be whales. Are these whales? Do you really think these guys just, do you really think all these whales just perfectly timed it just right before the insider transaction news? You know, I don't think so. Who knows? It could be. But anyways, I just wanted to bring it up to your attention. We are going to be watching this. I can actually live stream. We may be live streaming that live tonight. So that is going to be, I don't know, maybe maybe we'll do that just for fun. It'll be fun. Just refreshing stuff. I'll literally just be refreshing it all the time, waiting until they update ARKG for today's transactions to see if they bought Bionano. They probably didn't, but if they did, oh man, we're going to the moon if they did. Anyways, yeah, we've got that coming, and then we've got several other videos coming as well. Anyways, thank you all so much. This is not financial advice. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.